Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the delay. House is getting renovations here and there, and I just wanted to make sure that we were all prepared. But let's go ahead and get started today with more Dragon Ball Super. I'm hitting buttons that I shouldn't be pressing. Good to see you, Nerf. Good to see you, Abir, Snow, Psycho. It's good to be alive. It really is good to be alive. Hold on, let me mess with this. Let me mess with the camera just in case I do something I'm not supposed to. Okay, focus is good. There is no delay. I had to mess with the sound settings to ensure that my voice wasn't popping up a second after my mouth was moving. So, we ought to be fine, everybody. But, yeah, it's like there was a lot of things going on, so I wanted to make sure that I was fine. But yeah, we are good. All right. Yo, peoples. Kyushu92 here, and welcome to, well, another physical volume reading of Dragon Ball Super. I originally thought that my last stream yesterday for volume 16 was going to be my last physical volume, but it turns out that the 17th volume was out earlier in, I want to say about good 2 weeks ago, and I didn't know, and well, here we are. We're reading through Volume 17 of Dragon Ball Super. Are we starting on 73? I believe we are, because we left off on 72. Yeah, we left out on 72 with Goku and Vegeta going up against Granolah. They're basically being pitted against each other. Granolah being pitted against Goku and Vegeta, thinking that they're due to his hatred of Saiyans and their part in destroying the Cerulean Empire and basically leaving him the only survivor. But also, Goku and Vegeta are being manipulated by Maki and Oil, the whole Heater gang, into fighting Granolah, saying that he's the big villain that they need help defeating. Even though it kind of seems suspicious, they still go towards Planet Cereal in order to fight Granolah. And Granolah, using the power of the two Namekian Dragon Balls that Monaito one that Monaito found had, and another one that was found by the citizens of the Shugarians. He used the power of those two Dragon Balls to make him the most powerful warrior in the entire galaxy, at the expense of sacrificing 150 of his years. So he's literally living on borrowed time. He only has like a couple of years left to live, which I would say is about roughly 3. So he's currently fighting Goku and Vegeta on some misinformation. All 3 of them are fighting each other on some misinformation. When the last we saw was Goku was going up against Granolah, while Vegeta was trying to piece together just what exactly is going on until he finally understands, like, now I know who he is. So now we get to go through chapters 72-3. 4 more chapters, as it is per every single other chapter with Dragon Ball Super, 73 through 76. So, let's go through the story thus far. A long, long time ago, Son Goku left on a journey in search of the legendary Dragon Balls, a set of 7 balls that when gathered would summon the dragon Shenron to grant any wish. After a great adventure, he collects them all. Later, he becomes the apprentice of Master Roshi, fights a number of vicious enemies, defeats the great Majin Buu, and restores peace on Earth. Some time passes, and then Lord Beerus, the god of destruction, suddenly awakens and sets out in search of the Super Saiyan God. Goku, by becoming the Super Saiyan God, manages to stop Beerus from destroying the Earth, and starts training under him with Vegeta. After some time, the ancient villain Moro escapes from the galactic prison. After regaining his youth on New Namek, Moro travels to Earth, where he absorbs the ability of 73 and the Angel Maris. He's finally defeated when Goku achieves Ultra Instinct. Meanwhile, far away on planet Cereal, the last surviving Cerulean, Granolah uses the Dragon Balls from planet Cereal to become the greatest warrior in the universe, all in the hopes of getting revenge on Frieza. However, Goku and Vegeta are tricked by the Heaters into thinking that Granolah is a powerful villain, and the two confront him on planet Cereal. Good to see you, Ravi! So, table of contents, like I said, 73 through 76. Chapter 73,
Goku versus Granolah. And Goku assumed Super Saiyan Blue form when he was fighting Granolah earlier, as Granolah continues to shoot at him. And Goku is dodging all of these shots. And it looks like he's about to hit Granolah, but Granolah dodges him, and they both go soaring into the sky, and then start soaring through trees, with Goku trying his best to catch up to Granolah, shooting ki blasts at him to, kind of hit him, but they keep dodging and weaving through all of these trees. And then Granolah starts moving so fast that he disappears way ahead of Goku, so fast that he loses track of him, until Granolah comes whipping around using his scarf to swing around a tree, and he hits Goku directly in the side, sending him, flying through several trees. Then he grips onto a tree branch and flips down to the ground, Naruto style. And then Granolah zooms in and he punches directly into Goku's arm, which Goku braces and keeps him from, pushing back against him. And it shows the both of them constantly clashing with one another. And the whole surrounding of trees is just erupting and shaking from the force of the blows until Granolah is punched deep into a tree, causing it to fall over. And then Granolah comes back and he kicks Goku. They're fighting each other so much and so hard that they're literally causing deforestation outside of the city of the Shigarians right now. And they both keep fighting each other until Goku charges up with even more power, which causes numerous more trees to be thrown up into the air from the force of power. These planet busters are just so casual. And then Granolah flies in the air to a clearing where both Goku and Granolah are in a clearing now. Your blood flow and the movements of your cells have changed. You must have activated that evasion technique. Is it the same as when you had red hair? Because I already know the ins and outs of that. Blue plus Ultra Instinct won't be so easy to counter. And Goku starts moving faster and faster, and Granolah prepares to try. He tries to use his sniper eye. He tries to use his sniper eye to hit Goku, but Goku moves too fast for Granolah, and he's right behind Granolah, surprising him. And then he tries to zap behind Goku, but Goku keeps using Ultra Instinct along with Super Saiyan Blue, and he keeps avoiding every single shot from Granolah. Above! And even in midair, Goku is dodging everything he does. Right, left, head on! And he prepares to punch Goku, I wouldn't say punch, just more like jab his fist straight through him, but Goku is preparing a whole Kame blast. Ha! And then he hits Granolah full force, causing even more deforestation. And then Oil, watching this whole thing, sees the blast and he gets knocked back from the shockwave as well. And Vegeta's just in the distance, just watching all this rumbling happen. And then as the dust settles, Granolah is laying down in an impact trail, like an impact crater of where Goku's Kame hit him. Goku moving like a ballerina? Yes, Ultra Instinct is broken. Ultra Instinct is extremely broken, which is why I really hope that this next season's pass for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the video game, mind you, has Ultra Instinct, because that would be so fun to use. Just using Ultra Instinct against all these enemies in the game, it would be so fun. I really hope we get Ultra Instinct as a power-up for the next DLC for Dragon Ball Z Kakarot next year. But Granolah's laying in an impact crater, and on the other side of the long impact crater is Goku, and he's currently in his base form. Ugh. Stronger attacks, faster evasion. They won't help you. My right eye will always lock onto your vital points. Darn it, you got me again with that. No matter what transformation you use, no one has zero openings. Just give up. No, Ultra Instinct should have no weaknesses. If anything's lacking, it's gotta be my training. Training? I'm not totally used to using Ultra Instinct as a Super Saiyan, so I'm still vulnerable. Don't waste your breath on excuses. You're dying here. You'll never get to master that instinct thing. And I'm thinking, you do know that Goku is the main character, right? Even though he's died multiple times, he does not stay dead. You do? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Let me move the mic over just a little bit.
The Saiyan line ends here, by my hand, just as you ended my people.
And then Goku's looking confused, like, bruh, I wasn't even near your planet when all this stuff was happening. I was on Earth. And then, using his power, Granolah causes the ground underneath Goku to erupt. And I'm like, I bet Goku's thinking, man, I just fought someone who likes to blow up the ground underneath me. Now I gotta deal with another one. Literally Moro. But the ground underneath him explodes. Sorry, I had the playback volume up because I wanted to make sure that the volume was correct. But Goku gets blasted by this massive explosion that causes a mushroom cloud far on the outskirts of the Shigarian city. And everyone goes, and then all the Shigarians go,
What was that? An explosion? Leave the colony! We have to evacuate!
And then it cuts to Goku, who's just caught up in this blast. This big, almost nuclear-sized blast. Like a nuke went off. I'm pretty sure by saying nuclear, you can tell that it's like a nuke went off. Sorry. But Goku gets caught in this blast, and he uses instant transmission to get out of there. And Granolah sees him, like watches him teleport right next to Vegeta. Ow, that move looked like Moro's. I was just talking about Moro. Can I predict the future? Why am I predicting stuff that happens in this chapter? Why am I saying stuff that happens in this chapter before it happens? I'm trying to see into the future. But Goku appears right next to Vegeta. Ow, that move looked like Moro's. Wait, where are we? Why are you out here?
I know who he must be.
Struggle. Oh wait, this is Goku going. This is Vegeta going. Ow, that move looked like Moro's.
Struggling much?
This guy's strength and his moves are off the charts. I might actually have to go all out. Wait, where are we? Why are you out here?
I know who he must be.
You do?
I've heard old tales of a tribe in this area with right eyes specialized for sniping.
A tribe of snipers, huh?
Yes, and it was Saiyans under Frieza's command who wiped them out. We likely stand amidst the ruins left behind by that very invasion.
So this Granolah guy
he's most likely a survivor of that tribe.
That explains why he holds a grudge against us. He'd hold a grudge against us and why we're not seeing eye to eye.
It seems Mackie and Oil have played us for fools.
And it looks like the listening device that Oil had listens in as he goes,
Tch, so the jig's up. Except there's no turning back now.
What now, Vegeta? Do we try to convince him that Saiyans aren't the bad guys anymore? Aren't the bad guys nowadays?
I doubt it would matter. He's hoping to drive the Saiyans to extinction by killing us. Luckily, he doesn't know about our sons.
So I gotta beat him first and then we convince him?
You still plan to fight? Do you have any hope of victory?
Yep. I still haven't whipped out Ultra Instinct at full power.
Tch, gotta resort to that in the end, huh?
And then Granolah is still standing here at the spot where he blew up the ground where Goku was standing. And he looks over and he sees Goku, who is in full-on Ultra Instinct now. He's on full-on Ultra Instinct now. The boy is floating. The boy is floating like, I've come to lay hands on you, my son, and it will hurt. He's just floating in the air like, okay, you see me, now you're gonna feel me. But Goku just, okay, can I say this about manga? To all the people who draw manga to this level, like whether it's, Murata, I think his name is Murata from One Punch Man, or Oda in One Piece, or literally whoever does the drawings for their stories, if it's the authors who do the drawings for their stories, for every single person that draws manga, a great deal of this stuff is art. A great deal of this stuff is art. So when I see Goku just floating in the mist here, it has this artistic presence that you don't see anywhere else. You definitely don't see it in Marvel Comics or American comics, but manga is just in a league all of its own. That's the reason why I read more manga than I do American comics, because manga is out here just ruling the world right now. But Goku's just floating there in Ultra Instinct. And Granolah, I can't perceive any vital points. What is that form? It's perfected Ultra Instinct. The downside is I can't maintain this for too long, so I'm gonna have to end this quick. And then, as he sees Goku just floating up there, and the thing is, Goku is floating a far distance away from him, but the next panel just shows him kicking Granolah in the face. No wasted movement or anything. He's just in front of him kicking him. You don't even see him move. Huh? And Goku is fast enough to knock the goggles off of Granolah's face and send him flying, and then kick him high into the air. And like I said, perfected Ultra Instinct Goku is just working them Granolah ribs. Do you mind just hearing me out? Maybe we don't have to keep fighting.
Shut up! Nothing you say can change the fact that I'm taking revenge on the Saiyans, so stop wasting my time!
And then he tries to jab into Goku, but Goku just easily catches it. And then he proceeds to put Granolah in like a short arm lock and then send him flying high into the air. And as he tries to ride himself, he tries to punch Goku, but Goku is already past him, dodging him so effortlessly. Perfected Ultra Instinct is effortlessness given physical form. Think about it. The ability to just casually dodge everything as if you don't have to put effort into it. Being in Ultra Instinct is essentially being effortless. Chili's, I want my baby back ribs. Granolah, baby back ribs. He's just working ribs. But Ultra Instinct is truly being the essence of effortless. So Goku's just casually dodging everything that Granolah tries to hit him with. The power of the mightiest warrior in the universe, everybody, still can't stand up to Ultra Instinct Goku. What did I tell you? What did I tell you yesterday? You can have all the power in the world, but it doesn't mean anything if you got that power for free with no training and the full understanding of it. I could get the power of Superman, but none of that would matter to me if I don't know how to harness it. Just because you know how to fight doesn't mean you're going to know how to fight with additional power on top of you. Because there's going to be moments where you're going to need to hold back. That's what Granolah's facing right now. He has all the power, but none of the refinement. And he keeps trying to hit Goku, and then Goku just casually puts his hand up. And he just puts his hand up behind his shoulder, and he just swats away. He just, behind his shoulder, without even looking at him, bats away Granolah. Huh? You're making us settle this for real, huh? And then, no, he doesn't. I just realized he doesn't even swat away Granolah's hand. He freezes him. I forgot that Ultra Instinct Goku, perfected Ultra Instinct Goku, has telekinesis. Why does everyone have telekinesis? I'm never going to let that go. Everyone has it. Everyone has it except Marin and Goten and Trunks. You're making us settle this for real, huh? And then he just starts to lift Granolah above his head. Ugh, let me down! And then he levitates Granolah a distance away from him. And then he prepares a fist, and using the same air shockwave move he used against Granolah, he just peppers Granolah's body with air shots over and over and over and over and over and over again. And Vegeta's just watching on from a distance. Over already. Seems as though Kakarot went and stole the entire show again. And then he sees Granolah down on the ground and he's confused. Huh? Granolah's power. It hasn't dropped as much as it should have. What's going on? And then he looks over to a direction and he goes, what the? Now it's coming from over there. Now it's coming from over there? And then it cuts back to Goku in front of Granolah. Saiyans have grown pretty powerful. I didn't foresee this. You're also way stronger than I thought. I'm curious how you trained to get this far.
For the purpose of this plan, it seems like I underestimated the Saiyans.
We could all walk away now, you know. You don't seem like such a bad guy. Why not train so we can spar again another time?
You're not hearing me right, Saiyan. When did I say I've lost?
All I said was I made a mistake underestimating you. I shouldn't have split my power at the start. Oh. Your boy split himself. So what Goku has been fighting is a split version, is a split half of Granolah.
All I said was I made a mistake underestimating you. I shouldn't have split my power at the start.
Split? What's that mean?
The Granolah you see here is me, but also not.
And then it cuts to Vegeta as he's searching around, and then we see Granolah in his ship.
There!
Hold on, what are you saying?
I took some power from my true body and made a clone, an illusion.
And then the illusion just disappears in front of Goku. Huh?
Kakarot! His real body is over there!
And then it cuts to Granolah, the real Granolah, just chilling in his ship. I don't get it. And then Granolah's gone.
Oh, he's gone!
And then it shows Granolah putting his fingers on Goku's chest, point blank. And Goku instantly leaves Ultra Instinct and is back in base form. And we see a small hole where his chest is. And then Granolah just basically delivers Bruce Lee's 1-inch punch to him. He literally just put his hands on him and then punched him. He literally just 1-inch punched Goku. And given the fact that he has all this monstrous power, Goku is sent flying backwards a very considerable distance. And then Granola's just standing there looking at Goku, who is unconscious? I mean, we see the whites of his eyes. It's almost like... Seems like wow, he just beat Goku. Granolah just beat Goku.
I've decided to have you fight that clone. I decided to have you fight that clone in order to save my strength for Frieza. In any case, it managed to kill some time. Which worked for me since your accuracy in that silver-haired form drops over time. I knew I could find an opening eventually.
And then Vegeta just lands in front of him.
You pinpointed Kakarot's vitals from a distance and sent him flying. Color me impressed. Move aside. I'm finishing him off.
Okay, so Goku isn't dead. Good.
That fool, he won't be up for a while. Leave him be. I'm your opponent now. I'm not picky about which of you two dies first.
And then Vegeta just spits like, bruh, you really? Is you really?
Die? Why don't you? Go on, join the rest of your tribe. What did you say? If you're so intent on killing every last Saiyan, then I'll use all I have to put you in the ground. The tribe that's about to go extinct is the Cerealians.
And that is the end of Chapter 73. Onwards to Chapter 74, Vegeta versus Granolah. And it cuts to the Shigarians just driving away from the city, all evacuating.
We better get far away until the explosions and tremors die down.
And then it cuts back to the distance where Granolah is preparing to fight Vegeta.
You should know. You should know tricks like fusions and clones won't work against me. There's no need for any of that. I use the clone to save my strength because my ultimate goal is to kill your boss, Frieza. You're still going on about that. I parted ways with Frieza's army long ago. As far as we're concerned, he's one of our foes. You'd betray your own boss to beg for your life. You Saiyans are pathetic.
And my thing is, Granolah is not understanding. Granolah is not understanding that Vegeta and Goku are not with Frieza. He's so blinded by the thought like, oh, I can finally get my revenge. He's not thinking straight. This is what Goku is actually trying to do, trying to talk to him. Thank God Krillin's not around so he can give this Joker a sensu bean because Goku needs to stop that. But Granola's not understanding. that Goku and Vegeta are not with Frieza. He's so tunnel visioned that all he sees is Frieza and anyone else in his way that he perceives as a foe. And it just shows you how cocky he actually is because he just instantly believed the Heater gang. When they were so quick to withhold information from him, he was so quick. He was so quick to believe them, and he's just running off of that, even though he knows they're untrustworthy. Like I said, this power didn't go into his head. He thinks he's so strong that he can take down anyone in his pursuit of Frieza.
You'd betray your own boss to beg for your life. Youth Saiyans are pathetic.
Hey, Granolah, do you not find it strange? The other Saiyan also asserted that he's not an evildoer.
They're just trying to save their own skins.
That is possible.
Think what you want, but know that I was but a child when the Saiyans invaded this planet. That had nothing to do with us. Be that as it may, I will have my revenge against all Saiyans.
Oh, so you're just genocidal then? So you're willing to kill someone that's part of a Saiyan race, even when they were a child at the time, just because they're part of the same race? Must a child suffer the sins of the father? I mean, we've seen this whole song and dance before. Why should the children suffer because of the parents?
I expected as much. If that's your stance, then why should I hold back?
And then Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue.
Prepare to perish, along with your people's history.
He doesn't even know that Frieza destroyed their planet too. No, he doesn't. He doesn't know. His wish should have been, how do I beat Frieza? At least then he might have had a clearer mind. No, it's better to just wish for all the power. None of the preparation, none of the training, none of the understanding. Just give me all the power, because everything I have right now is enough to take on Frieza. Because I'm that strong. So I'm going to wish to be the most powerful warrior in the universe with no plan except, okay, I got all this power, now to kill Frieza. That's the same deal that Frieza had when he first got access to his golden form, when he was thinking, oh, I got a brand new power. Now it's time to go kill the Saiyans, but didn't train in that form whatsoever, and that's what led to him dying again. So it's like, this is yet another cocky because of power situation without actually being prepared to wield that power, just like in Resurrection of F.
I expected as much. If that's your stance, then why should I hold back? Prepare to perish, along with your people's history.
And then Vegeta puts his hands on the ground, and the ground directly underneath him just erupts underneath Granolah. And then he uses destruction all around Granolah as Granolah is engulfed in the blast. And then Oil's just watching this happen from a distance. Goku is still unconscious. The Shigarians, as they're evacuating from the city, are still affected by the tremors of all these attacks. And Vegeta is standing here in the midst of this cloud as Granola's right behind him.
I see. Your destructive power is incomplete, so you make up for it with quantity. Let me illustrate the gulf between us.
And then he does the same thing as Vegeta, and he brings up a boulder behind him, and he pretty much explodes the boulder. He implodes the boulder, causing the blast to carry Vegeta straight to him, as Granolah proceeds to punch Vegeta square in the midsection, sending him flying. And the force of this punch is so forceful, it causes the dust to be whipped up in the air, causing Vegeta to start coughing mad hard and spit up just a little bit. Can we acknowledge Vegeta giving him an opportunity to rethink his motive? Like, we have to see how things go. And then Vegeta stands up, still fine, powers up again, and then he shoots a blast directly in front of Granolah. And Granolah teleports away from the blast, and Vegeta goes up and he starts clashing with him. And then Granolah kicks Vegeta straight down into a nearby stream, causing Vegeta to right himself and prepare to clash against Granolah over and over and over again. And then Vegeta is just left on the defensive as Granolah keeps punching and kicking him with such force that he's streaking across the water, causing the water to just part from the slipstream in his wake. And then Vegeta's underwater. Granolah tries to shoot him underwater. And Vegeta is flying underwater while Granola's flying after him, trying to shoot him. Then it gets to a waterfall. Oh, are we about to see more of Beerus' training at a waterfall again? I don't think so. But Vegeta pops out of the waterfall and drops down as more shots try to land where he is, like trying to hit him, and he goes underwater and he continues to pop up out of the stream. He pops up out of the stream a far distance from Granolah, too far for him to actually shoot point blank.
That jerk! Aim assist oatmeal.
Roger!
And then all of a sudden, Granolah his regular shots is like this, but now he extends his fingers and then there's an energy beam between his two fingers as like he's readying like a crossbow or like a bow and arrow or even like a sniper rifle from long distance.
Not yet. Let him reach the lake where there's little cover. Just a bit more. Almost there. Now fire!
And then Granolah, using the combined power of his, I guess, sniper blast, maybe? He shoots it straight towards Vegeta, and Vegeta sees the blast in front of him, and he does his best to brace up against it.
Resisting? No, you have no chance.
And then, Vegeta, blocking this whole thing, he screams underwater. And then he dissipates the entire blast, but it still explodes and it sends him out of the water completely, I wouldn't say completely unscathed, but he's still fine. He's still in Super Saiyan Blue form, so he hasn't left it. Granolah said, PC ain't cutting it, let me put in my PS5 controller. I need aim assist, I need the haptic feedback. But Vegeta is on the beach, catching his breath, as Granolah pops up.
Surprising. You people are far stronger than I expected. You still sound awfully high and mighty about it. Why wouldn't I? No matter how powerful you are, I remain the strongest in the universe. This struggle is pointless. I admit it, at the moment your strength and technique surpass mine, but I'm still going to win. I don't follow. Has that overinflated ego left you unable to accept reality?
You're one to talk about overinflated ego, mister. I am the most powerful in all the universe, and I've only been to one section of the universe, and I only live in one universe of many. The most powerful warrior in the universe. Does he not realize that there's like 10 other universes that exist right now? And Jiren exists in one of them? Okay.
I don't follow. Has that overinflated ego left you unable to accept reality?
Nah, he said, let me cancel this Shadow Clone Jutsu I just got going.
Has that overinflated ego left you unable to accept reality? It's almost sad.
Literally, pot calling the kettle black.
Stop yammering and keep fighting, Mr. Strongest.
Then it cuts to a far-off distance in a location where Goku is up now, and he tries to move a little bit, and the spot where Granolah hit him in his chest, like the small part of his chest, it just singes with pain, and it causes Goku to just erupt in just pure pain, and then he struggles. He's hurt. It's not the punch in his stomach that stopped him. It's not the punch in his stomach that's really hurting. It's the one that was aimed at his heart, because there's like a small hole where the area where his heart is. So I don't know if he got hurt massively in his heart or whatever, because you cannot train your organs to be tougher on the inside. That's literally an impossibility. But he gets up. Where's Granolah? And then there's a boom, and then both Granolah and Vegeta are flying at each other, continuously clashing with one another as they fight above Goku's head. Vegeta, join the fight? And then someone gets knocked into the forest, and Granolah stops, and it's Vegeta who's down on the ground, and he starts shooting at Granolah. And Granolah just flexes his fingers, and he dissipates all the shots that Vegeta is shooting towards him.
You really didn't think that would work, did you?
And then a shot goes straight towards, a big blast goes straight towards Granolah, and he gets actually upset about it, and he dissipates it, and then Vegeta appears right behind you. Right behind you. I'm seeing the word you on the page, and it just came out. but Vegeta appears right behind him.
I told you, resisting is pointless!
And then Vegeta suddenly dodges the beam, like he just Jackie Chan's it. He just jumps over the beam with his body, still midair, so it's kind of odd for me to describe. He jumps over the beam, and then there's an explosion right where Granolah is. And the thing is, Vegeta dodged out of the blast way on purpose, because the blast goes straight towards the ruins of the Cerulean village. Wow, psychological torture on Vegeta's part here. Oh, look at you, destroying the village that you were a part of before. Is this the reason why you're fighting me in Kakarot? But the blast that Granolah sent out accidentally goes straight towards the remains of the ruins of the Cerulean village. Ugh, darn it! And then there's just a rumbling, and Vegeta, you're fine blowing up what's left of the city, full of all those precious memories. You're a dead man! I can tell, that you only recently acquired this absurd strength. How? How can you tell? Thank you for confirming. You're clearly not used to your power. You lack major experience wielding it in real battle. I told you. I told all of you. He gained all that power, but none of the understanding. I'm literally saying this stuff before it happens, just based off of what I perceive. I literally just said this dude has gained all this power, but lacks the training, experience, and understanding to wield it properly. And look, and Vegeta is taking advantage of it. Why am I predicting everything that's happening just simply by analyzing? You are clearly not used to your power. You lack major experience wielding it in real battle. And then he rushes Vegeta. And then Vegeta rushes Granolah, and Granolah tries to hit Vegeta, but Vegeta blocks his fists. What have you been up to since gaining this power? Have you trained at all with it? Trained? No need. And then he winds up kicking Vegeta directly in the midsection. Witness the gap in our power, and admit it, and admit defeat, Saiyan. Need I repeat myself? You may be stronger, but that's no guarantee that I'll lose to you. And then he proceeds to lock Granolah's leg and then brings his elbow down on his knee. Because I don't think he has, superior regeneration. That's no guarantee that I'll lose to you. And then he elbows Granolah's knee. Gah! Get off! And then Vegeta goes flying through the air, but he still lands on his feet. I'm growing more and more powerful throughout this dance of ours. Got enough reason for me to finish you off now! And then he appears directly in front of Vegeta, and Vegeta stops his fingers from touching too much of his armor, and he cracks through his armor. This reminds me of the third Raikage's lightning spear, when the less fingers he uses, the more damaging it becomes. But he manages to pierce through Vegeta's armor and actually causes Vegeta to cough up some blood. And then Vegeta winds up leaving his Super Saiyan Blue form. And as Vegeta's standing there, he's still holding onto Granolah's arm. What fun. This feeling, it's been ages. Huh? There's no planet to protect, no people to save, just me immersed in battle. My happy place. Just the thing to get a battle-crazed Saiyan's blood pumping. And then, as Vegeta gets more and more, the dude has this crazy look in his eye, stand there and watch, Kakarot. This is how a Saiyan truly fights. But it's like Vegeta has started to go off the deep end. Kind of reminds me of Satoru Gojo when he was going up against Toji Fushiguro during Jujutsu Kaisen. I will stop talking about that for you who only watch the anime.
Just the thing to get a battle-crazed Saiyan's blood pumping.
And Granolah jumps back from Vegeta. And and this aura starts to fill around Vegeta. And then Granolah is launched backwards from this new explosion, this explosion of power from Vegeta. And it looks like it's brand new. It's weird. It's weird. This new power is erupting from Vegeta. It's almost like it's flames of some kind. And Oil is just watching on.
Now they're over there. They're taking this battle all over the map.
And then it cuts to Vegeta. Vegeta's ki just changed. Feels like God ki to me. But not just any old God ki. And then, Vegeta has a new power. Vegeta has a new power. As this aura erupts out of him like pure power mixed in with flames, Granola's just left on the ground and he starts shooting at this aura that's surrounding Vegeta. He starts shooting at it, but all of his shots get absorbed into this. All of his power, all of his shots get absorbed into this new aura that is emanating from Vegeta. Vegeta's gone inside this aura. This whole thing just erupted out of Vegeta and he's just in this aura now.
What now?
And then we see it dissipate. We see this aura flames around Vegeta.
What happened to you?
Vegeta's got a new form! Vegeta's standing there, his hair darker than it's ever been before. And Vegeta's here, but his eyebrows are gone, but there's a new power just emanating from him. He looks even more powerful than ever.
A god of destruction taught me that power derived solely from instinct is unbounded.
What form is this? What form is this that Vegeta has? And that's the end of chapter 74. Onwards to chapter 75.
Your power is unbounded? What does that even mean?
And then it cuts to Vegeta, who just puts his hands together and just goes,
Ha!
And then Granolah is just immersed by all this all-consuming aura emanating from Vegeta. And Granolah tries to dissipate it, and Vegeta's directly in front of him, grabbing him by the scarf.
Your head's gotten too big. It's time to take you down a peg. Get ready for a dose of my tough love.
And proceeds to headbutt Granolah so hard that Granolah actually spits up blood. Like, not only does his head get bloodied, but he also winds up spitting up blood, and then Vegeta just throws him over his shoulder. And then Granolah tries to get up again, but Vegeta's right above him, and he just slams him. And Granolah's just getting tossed. And before Granolah can even right himself, Vegeta is right above him, and he just kicks him even more. And Granola's trying his best to shoot at Vegeta, but Vegeta is while he tries to right himself and shoot in the direction where Vegeta is gone and behind him and proceeds to body slam him directly into the ground. Granolah gets back up, and then he hits Vegeta directly in the midsection, directly in the solar plexus. And Vegeta is unfazed by this.
The thing is, the hotter my battle soul burns, the stronger I grow.
And then he grabs Granolah by the head, and then he actually does proceed. He actually looks like he's about to deliver a power bomb to Granolah, but he winds up throwing him directly into the ruins of the Cerulean City. And Granolah is sitting up, and just in time to see Vegeta in this new form dive kick directly into him, straight into a building that he was once in before, sending him flying right back outside of the city again. And Vegeta, in this new form, has not lost this smile, this crazy manic smile that's on his face right now. And then it cuts to Granolah sitting up in one of the ruins.
It's like he's an entirely different person. He gets stronger by taking damage.
And what's a god of destruction? See, this is what happens when you go into a battle unprepared. This is what happens when you go into like a major fight with a power-up, but you don't know the ins and outs of the power-up. You just see the power that says like, gives you massive power, and you just run with it, but you don't see the drawbacks, you don't understand it, you don't try to comprehend it. This is what happens when you get cocky. You get smacked.
And what's a god of destruction? There are these beings called gods of destruction. Our universe has one, and he's the one who taught me about this power.
Because Vegeta's directly behind him, just like, hey fam, I see you hiding over there, but I ain't done splitting them hind parts yet. Where you at?
So this god granted you this power? Did I say that? No, this power is my own. Our battle has awakened it for the first time. This innate power within me. You mean I drew out this strength of yours? Yes, precisely. I'm grateful, really. And enough nonsense. You stronger than me? That's impossible!
And then he blasts towards Vegeta, and Vegeta just tanks he just takes the hit. He just takes it. He takes this blast from the most powerful, quote-unquote, powerful warrior in the entire universe. And Vegeta just takes it like,
come on, I can't get stronger if you don't try and hit me.
But he takes the full hit, no issue.
Ha, good, nothing revs me up more.
And then Granolah just continuously shoots at Vegeta, and Vegeta just takes all the hits. And then Vegeta jumps out of the smoke as Granolah actually goes, shield! And then a shield erupts around Granolah, but the force of Vegeta's chop, he wasn't going to punch him, he was just chopping down into him. It's enough to drive the shield and Granolah into the ground. That's how forceful it is.
Why don't you dodge? So this isn't like your ally's power-up that makes his body avoid danger. You speak of Kakarot's Ultra Instinct. Don't you dare compare his pathetic technique to mine. Kakarot's body may have a mind of its own, but I'm all ego. In fact, go ahead and call this Ultra Ego.
So, this new form of Vegeta is called Ultra Ego. Goku has Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta has Ultra Ego. Goku, with Ultra Instinct, allows his body to instinctively move on its own. But Vegeta, with Ultra Ego, allows his body to basically just get stronger and stronger based on his ego. And Vegeta has a very big ego. This is a major power-up, I'm sorry.
Kakarot's body may have a mind of its own, but I'm all ego. In fact, go ahead and call this Ultra Ego. Ego, you say?
And then Vegeta rushes him, and he breaks through Granola's shield. He just... Oh! Your boy's strong! He just breaks through the shield, like with both of his feet, and both of his feet meets Granola's face, and he is sent way outside of the ruins, and Monaito's is in the distance just watching all this stuff happen, but he doesn't know.
Thought so. Granola's caught up in some fight, but against who? Could it be Frieza?
And then Granolah gets back up.
You aren't even Frieza. There's no way I'll lose to some third-rate Saiyan grunt. I have no idea what tales you've heard, but our home planet Vegeta wasn't wiped out by some enormous meteor strike. It was all Frieza's doing. He destroyed planet Vegeta himself.
And then Granolah actually stops.
Huh? The Saiyan tribe is yet another push to the brink of extinction by Frieza. Is that true?
Granolah, that contradicts what you were told.
Doesn't matter, even if you are telling the truth. It's no reason to call off my revenge against all you Saiyans!
And then Vegeta just lowers his head as Granolah punches him, and he just eats the punch. He just eats the punch directly into his forehead. and he doesn't move.
Believe what you want, but I speak the truth. And don't think for a second that I want your pity.
And then he kicks Granolah high into the air. And then using his scarf, he latches onto a nearby tower and pulls himself over to a new spot.
It appears that the Saiyans were victims as well.
Say what? That doesn't change the fact that the Saiyans killed my people.
What does that got to do with Vegeta and Goku, though? Are they the same Saiyans that killed your people? No! What does that got to do with Goku and Vegeta? Are you that blinded by revenge that you can't see reason? That's usually how it goes.
That doesn't change the fact that the Saiyans killed my people.
And yet it does not seem that these two were aware of that.
Enough, Oatmeal!
And then he takes off his whole communicator so that no one can, try and convince him otherwise. He literally takes off his goggles and he puts his scarf back on.
Hey!
Now that I'm the strongest, I don't need your support anymore.
Right. You keep throwing that strongest word around like it's so easy to obtain. See, what did I tell you about? This boy needs to play God of War. He needs to play God of War and get to the point where Atreus learns that he's a god and understand. And understand that just because you have power does not mean you are better than everyone else. That's the whole issue with Granolah right now. He thinks he's better than everyone. Call that boy HBK. He got some sweet chin music ready.
Now that I'm the strongest, I don't need your support anymore.
I'm really getting into this chapter. I'm sorry. Oatmeal didn't deserve that. No, Oatmeal didn't deserve it. Oatmeal, we don't even see Oatmeal. We just hear Oatmeal all the time. We've never even seen Oatmeal. And yet Granola's just being so mean. Oatmeal good for you. Don't you know that oatmeal is good for you? It sticks to your ribs. So why not let oatmeal stick with you? But Granolah jumps down next to Vegeta.
Oh, is that red eye the mark of your people? You claimed I'm not used to my power. I did. You haven't seen enough battle in your time. Then I'll have to make up for that lack of experience now against you. What? You're not the only one who grows stronger the more he fights?
And then he picks up the entire tower, specifically the one that Vegeta was looking at the ruins before this major fight happened. He picks up that whole tower and throws it at Vegeta. He got stuck in the Quaker. Boy. Quaker oatmeal is good, especially if you get like the peaches and cream and then add a little cinnamon in there. Oatmeal is so good. But he throws the building at Vegeta, and Vegeta stops the building just with one hand, and then he splits it apart.
What's this? So willing to destroy this old city now?
And then it shows numerous other buildings being lifted up into the air around Granolah. Does this have a security tab? Wow, it's been so long since I've seen a security tab inside of a volume. I thought they stopped doing that. There's a security sticker inside of this page here. So I actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll wait until I actually get to that chapter before I remove it. I gotta be careful, because I've never ripped a page with a security sticker on it, and I don't intend to do that now. But Granolah lifts up numerous buildings, and he launches them at Vegeta, and then he blows them up using the same destruction move that Vegeta uses. But Vegeta is still there.
You'll go to any lengths then. Fine by me. Bring it on!
As Vegeta takes off the destroyed piece of his chest, his Frieza army chest piece that he is always seen with, he just takes that off, and all that's left is his black bodysuit underneath. And as this is going on, Oatmeal is there, still on the intercom, going,
Really, Granolah?
and then beeping starts to happen, and I guess Oatmeal is controlling Granolah's ship, causing it to fly to where the communicator is, like the goggle communicator codpiece that he has. Not codpiece, but what is it? What is it called? Yeah, it might as well be a communicator. Communicator, and like kind of tractor beams it inside of the ship, and then the ship itself just flies off to places unknown. Ah, here we go. Here's a security tab. Carefully. I don't even want a single bit of ink to be on this sticker. Yes! Effortless! I got the security tab off. Don't go back inside of a store with this. But security tab's off, and it shows Vegeta just hitting Granolah over and over, and Granolah is hitting Vegeta over and over.
Take this!
As Vegeta slams him into the ground. and we see Vegeta put his hand on his chest, and there's a lot of blood. He's bleeding a lot, okay? His Ultra Ego does not make him ultra dense in terms of durability. He's still taking damage, and he's bleeding all over, but he's ignoring it. It's almost like he's in a semi-berserker state, ignoring the pain and continuing the fight. But he's in his right mind, but he's just ignoring these current major injuries right now. Like, he's bleeding. He's bleeding a lot in this Ultra Ego form.
Let's keep this up. I can grow even stronger.
And as he says this, like squelching, that's a sound effect, squelching the blood in his hands, a blast gets sent his way from Granolah on the ground, and he just barely manages to dodge out of the way.
Tuh. So you can dodge after all, or are you hitting your limit at last? It's unwise to doubt a Saiyan's combat prowess. We live for battle.
And then it cuts to Goku, who's, I guess, washing his face or trying his best to heal himself. Is he for real? Where's that oomph Vegeta had earlier? And Granola's moves are sharper than ever. Is he getting the hang of fighting? Yikes, I can't be taking it easy on the sidelines either. And it looks like Goku is trying to heal himself. Come on, buddy, you gotta heal for me. And then it cuts to Vegeta, who's just still eating hits from Granolah. And then he completely blasts Granolah with a massive blast that destroys an enormous part of the landscape.
Tenacious worm.
And then blood starts to actually come out of Vegeta's forehead. He's actually pushing his body too far. He's pushed his body too far in this Ultra Ego state, because his body is starting to take damage just from him doing stuff on his own.
No. Vision blurring. I've taken far too much damage.
And in the smoke, we see Granolah, who's standing there preparing that sniper shot that we've seen before.
Curse him! Still standing and ready to fight. I'll have to end this now.
And then he charges up more power, and it looks like he's about to use a Big Bang attack. But he charges up a massive ego bomb, if you will. And Granola's preparing to hit him with it.
This will destroy anything it touches. Want to protect your precious planet? Then you better stop this yourself!
And then Granolah stands there unabated. And then he goes,
"Oh, you're a brave one. Then this will be your doom!"
And then Vegeta throws this Big Bang bomb at Granolah. And then it zooms in to Granola's eye, and his left eye suddenly changes color to a red, like his right sniper eye was. Both of his eyes changed to that same color. It's almost like this dude was running one-eyed Sharingan this whole time, and now he's awakened the other one in the other eye.
Huh? A red left eye too?
And then Granolah charges a blast in both of his fingers instead of the long sniper shot, and he shoots towards Vegeta.
Eat this!
And he combines the blast of both of his fingers into a blast that not only pierces straight through the Big Bang bomb, I know it, it probably has a name, but I don't know it, that hits straight through the bomb that Vegeta created. And then there's nothing but a light. There's a light, and then that small light, we see it from a distance as it zooms out of the city of Cerulean, the Shigarian city. Then it zooms out even further. Then it starts to go from like a bird's eye view to a cloud's eye view to a sky level view to an atmosphere view to an outer space view, which then concludes in a massive explosion that envelops the entire region that can be seen from space. And everyone feels this massive explosion. Monaito, Oil, Goku, the ship that Oatmeal is currently piloting right now, feels this as the entire area has gone up in smoke. And Vegeta is on the ground. Vegeta's on the ground, still in his ego form.
Darn it! How did he?
And then Granola's walking in front of Vegeta.
I have to thank you, Saiyan. You're responsible for drawing out this power of mine.
And then Vegeta just sits there shocked as it cuts to Maki, who's currently on a ship watching all this destruction from a far off distance.
Hey, Oil, you want to explain that crazy explosion just now? I mean, Are you okay? What the heck was that?
I'm in one piece. That was just Granolah fighting back.
Oh, I'm impressed. And then it shows Elect showing up. I was sure Granolah would lose this fight quickly, but I guess the battle's still undecided.
Yep, those three can keep wearing each other down.
Just as we planned then. They'll wipe each other out. And then Gas walks up.
All's good with this device too, Elect. We're about to reach the first location.
Good. I can't wait to lay eyes on these so-called Dragon Balls that grant any wish. And then it cuts to Oil, who's going like,
no worries, I'm good.
And that's the end of chapter 75, onwards to chapter 76. Is this the last chapter? Wow, I went through these chapters really quickly. I went through these chapters very quickly. I guess I was able to read through a lot more without stammering as much as I usually do. Chapter 76, The Fate of the Saiyans. And then it cuts to the dust. It cuts to the air being rushing through this section of the ruined Cerulean City. And then a building just explodes as Vegeta is thrown through it, I guess. And Vegeta is struggling to get to his feet as numerous shots hit to where he is, and he tries to dodge out of the way, but he still keeps taking hits from Granolah. But Vegeta is on the defensive now.
What's wrong? My attacks aren't invigorating you anymore? Curse you!
And then Granolah just keeps shooting Vegeta over and over again. And then as Vegeta's rolling away, Vegeta has left his Ultra Ego state. He's now back in base form.
No more Super Ego or whatever you called it. The universe is proving me right, since fate has clearly decided that you Saiyans are doomed to die.
And then Vegeta grips hard onto Granolah's leg.
You speak too soon. Get off of me! I am the master of my own fate!
And then it cuts to Granolah, who just beats up on Vegeta.
Learn to realize when you've lost!
And before Granolah can actually hit Vegeta one last time, Goku comes in, Super Saiyan Blue, and punches Granolah. Goku for the save! Chala! Head chala! Your boy is here! To the utter shock of everyone. I think I spit a little bit. I'm sorry. That was so unprofessional. But he knocks Granolah away, and then Vegeta, still massively tired.
Kakarot! You again. You're still on your feet?
Hanging in there, Vegeta? I'll take over from here. And then Vegeta just kicks Goku in the side and sends him flying.
Huh?
Yeesh, what gives, Vegeta?
Take over. Not if I have a say.
And Vegeta, just too prideful, and he just starts beating up on Goku.
There's no one I'd rather beat to hell and back than you, Kakarot.
Come on, man. You sure picked a moment for this old attitude?
You seem confused. Know that I've only ever agreed to fight by your side when we had something to protect.
Protect, huh? How about preserving your own life? Or are you trying to get yourself killed here?
Better that than teaming up with you.
And as he spits, Granolah is directly in front of Vegeta. And Goku sees this. And just as it looks like Granolah's about to hit him with that 1-inch punch that brought Goku to his knees, Goku goes, Vegeta! And he pushes Vegeta out of the way, just narrowly keeping Granolah from almost killing Vegeta. And Granolah sees this, and sees Vegeta get thrown into a building, and Vegeta is now unconscious. Vegeta's down. Vegeta is now unconscious. He's unconscious now. He's asleep. He's asleep. He is asleep.
Lucky timing. No, how did you react in time?
I've got a read on your whole targeting our vitals thing. It's not gonna work on me anymore.
A read, you say? Thanks for the laugh, but I'm calling your bluff.
And then he appears, and he's right behind Goku. But Goku senses him. and the back of his neck tingles. The back of his neck tingles, and then Granolah delivers a swift chop to the back of Goku's neck. I thought he was going to dodge it.
You really should have stayed down the first time I put you there. Wait your turn. I'll extract Frieza's location from you in a moment.
He still doesn't understand that they're not with Frieza! This boy is so dense! But as he's walking away, he gets blasted in his back.
What? How? That same move was never gonna work on me forever.
For a moment, I was upset, but you remember that Vegeta hasn't mastered Ultra Ego like that time when Goku hasn't mastered Ultra Instinct. No, he hasn't mastered it yet. He literally just gained access to this. He's literally only trained with Beerus for a short while. Same situation. He's got a brand new form, but he hasn't mastered it yet. But Granolah gets blasted in the... Look at me. Look at me, man, messing up on my words. Look at me, what's messing up my words. I'm messing up my words. I need to bring it down. But Granolah gets shot in the back by Goku.
What? How?
That same move was never going to work on me forever. And then then Granolah looks at him, and then Goku's side tingles, and then Granolah tries to hit that side. But it doesn't do anything to Goku, as Goku completely ignores that hit, grabs him by the arm, and punches him high into the air. And then Granolah flies into the air,
shifting your vitals out of harm's way?
Yup. There's the smallest pause between you locking onto our vitals and the attack that follows. I can't dodge the attack completely, but at least I can shift enough to make sure you don't hit where it really hurts.
You don't say. You've actually thought this through, and I suppose your evasion technique makes that possible. Still, your strategy is pure defense. Without attacks of your own, you'll never manage to surpass me.
You're not wrong. That could be a problem. Then it cuts to Vegeta, who wakes out of his unconsciousness and just bursts out of the building he got knocked into.
Kakarot!
And it shows Goku punching Granolah.
Not good enough!
And he kicks Goku down to the ground, and Goku's back to his regular state. He's out of Super Saiyan Blue and back to his normal state again. Darn, my body won't last much longer. While he's been taking us both on his own.
Kakarot, I'm tagging in.
Huh? Really? Why are you so obsessed with doing this alone?
Hard to say. Think of it as stubborn Saiyan pride if you want.
And you can really beat him? And then it shows Granolah, who's huffing and puffing. The most powerful warrior in the universe, ladies and gentlemen, huffing and puffing against two Saiyans.
He only just learned to unleash this side of his own power, so he won't last long either. He'll most likely hit his limit soon. That'll be my opening for victory. Please, allow me to do this alone.
Wow, he's actually asking Goku to let him do this. He's actually asking for permission.
Please.
Fine. Try not to die, Vegeta. And then Vegeta just walks past him, and he shoots off in front of Granolah.
You again. Still fighting alone?
Since it's Dragon Ball, you can't watch it since you haven't finished it yet. All right, good to have you here, Raul. Nice to have you here. Don't let me spoil anything, because I gotta keep reading.
You again. Still fighting alone? Your mind works in mysterious ways, I must say. And yours isn't exactly playing with a full deck. That drive for revenge has rotted away whatever's in your head. Come again. You think you survived all this time just to take on revenge on us? There's nothing more to your life.
And then Granolah doesn't say anything.
Very well. Who am I to deny this grand mission of yours? No regrets then. Hit me with everything you can muster.
And then Vegeta goes Ultra Ego again.
But you already hit your limit. I already told you. This power is unbounded. It has no limits.
And then it cuts to Vegeta using destruction on Granolah himself.
Oh no!
And then it causes Granolah's gauntlets to be destroyed just a little bit as he tries to brace up against it. And then Vegeta's directly on him, headbutting him once again as his body goes sailing towards the Cerulean City. And then he lands on top of the dome of the city, but Vegeta kicks him straight through it.
Wait! Not here! Take this elsewhere!
Oh, and here I thought you didn't care about anything. And he proceeds to punch into Granolah, as Granolah is purely on the defensive.
I said, not here!
And then he punches Vegeta, and Vegeta takes this hit and then bites directly onto the arm of Granolah.
Gah!
And then he slams Vegeta down.
You animal!
Can't quite use your precious rapid fire moves here, can you? And then it shows Granolah directly on top of Vegeta, keeping his arms down.
At this range, the city will be fine.
And then Granolah just unloads a whole barrage of blasts directly onto Vegeta, point blank in the middle of the city. And it just shows the city with smoke coming out of it, including smoke going out through the hole that they got kicked through. And it shows us some buildings shaking, and it shows Vegeta in a crater made by Granolah's constant blasting. And yeah, Vegeta's unconscious now.
Learned your lesson yet, Saiyan?
And then it shows not grass, but glass breaking behind him. And why do I keep saying grass? I already touched grass outside. I've already been outside. Why do I keep saying grass? The glass behind him breaks, and it shows a woman and her child, a Shigarian woman and her child, just inside, just massively scared. And Granolah, seeing these people in fear, we get a flashback. We get a flashback to Granolah and his youth as he's running away from his old town where the great apes, Saiyans, were trashing the place, and he goes inside of what looks to be like a church-looking area.
Granolah! Mommy! You made it back to me, my little one. Yeah, the others helped me get away!
And then it shows Granolah and apparently his mom holding each other, and as it looks like the footsteps are getting closer and closer to the church area where they are, the faces of the woman and child is kind of reminiscent to how Granolah and his mom were. So he's having flashbacks. He's having PTSD of that day, seeing it in the face of this Shigarian woman and child.
Oh no! Any grudges against the Saiyans are well deserved. How could I object to you destroying me here and now? However, by eradicating the Saiyans, aren't you just repeating history? You Cerealians were never such a savage tribe, were you? Ugh, that's nonsense. This planet was always a peaceful one. You people took everything from us, and I'll never move past that.
And he blasts Vegeta outside of the city, with them skidding across the ground as Granolah prepares to land in front of him.
At last, I found my true resolve. I've prepared to burn away my very life here. I'll summon every bit of power to make sure you stay dead.
And he puts, let me do it like a little example. Regular show bookmark. I gotta do this. I gotta actually do this. So Granolah says he's gonna summon every bit of power for this one blast, and he puts his fingers together like this. Like he puts his fingers together. Like beforehand, we seen him, like use bow and arrow type motions when it comes to combining his power. And we seen him use like regular two fingers to shoot, and then two fingers combined together to create a two-fingered blast over and over again. But now we have him combining his fingers together for one big all-out massive combination blast, it would seem. And we're pretty much in the last pages of Volume 17. And then we'll move on to the actual pages after that.
I'll summon every bit of power to make sure you stay dead. My revenge against Frieza himself will have to wait until we're both in hell.
And then it cuts to a massive blast that's around Granolah's fingers.
So I couldn't cut it. Apologies, Lord Beerus. I couldn't revert to the callous, unfeeling man I once was. That god of destruction power was beyond the scope of a novice like me.
And then Vegeta just gets up.
This is the Saiyan's fate. So be it.
As Goku sees this shot preparing to be fired at Vegeta. And Vegeta is just accepting this. He's just accepting his fate right now. They're both willing to die? No, don't! And it cuts to Goku as he tries to run towards Vegeta and company. And then it shows a ship fly above Goku. And inside of the ship, who's that? It's Monaito!
That man! It can't be! Oatmeal! Was that the Saiyan who Granolah is tangling with?
Correct. There is another as well.
Of all the crazy things!
As it shows the ship that's carrying Monaito over to where Granolah is, the blast gets bigger and bigger around Granolah as he's literally gathering up every bit of his strength to fire this at Vegeta as Monaito sees this blast.
There! Granolah's down there!
As Goku gets closer and closer to the blast. And then Granolah blasts away Goku to keep him from getting closer.
Darn it! Can't get any closer! We'll meet our two together!
As Vegeta just has his eyes closed, just willing to just take this whole hit.
No! Knock it off, Granolah!
And then Goku looks up, Vegeta opens his eyes, and then Granolah looks at Monaito.
Monaito, you're here? Why?
And then Goku blindsides Granolah, completely dissipating this attack that was going to take out both himself, that was going to take out both Granolah and Vegeta.
Don't be stupid! You too, Vegeta, what are you thinking? You again. Oatmeal, I should have known meddling in my business.
And then it just shows the ship landing in front of Granolah, and then Monaito just walking out of the ship, almost like Yoda making his way around the corner, preparing to deal with Dooku. That's the whole vibe I'm getting from Monaito right now. And Goku, huh?
Is that a Namekian?
How? What's a Namekian doing here?
Why did you interfere, Monaito? Stand back and let me finish this. I just want it to end. I need this to be over. You've got some facts wrong, Granolah. Sorry to say it, it was a lie of mine that brought you here. There was one Saiyan who didn't earn your vengeance.
What? Wait, I'm not even going to look at the next page. I have it blocked by my mic. Author was like, if Mike Tyson can do it, we can do it too. What is up with biting becoming an actual move in all of anime? I don't know, because it's the last thing people would expect for people to do. It catches people off guard all the time. All the time. It is the most unpredictable move that people can use, just biting another person, because it's unconventional. That's why people use it. But what do you mean there's one Saiyan that doesn't deserve his vengeance? And he lied to him this whole time.
There was one Saiyan who didn't earn your vengeance. Explain. I don't understand. 40 years back, the one who actually saved us was a Saiyan named Bardock.
What? Goku's dad? What? The most legendary of all Saiyans! The one who fought back against Frieza! Bardock, the father of Goku! Was the one who saved Granolah and Monaito! What? What?
40 years back, the one who actually saved us was a Saiyan named Bardock.
And then this piques the curiosity of Vegeta and confusion from Goku.
Did I hear that right? A Saiyan was our savior?
To be continued. Wow, that's the end. Wow. Whoa. The one who saved Granolah and Mona Ito was Bardock. And we all know how legendary Bardock is. Like the one Saiyan to stand up to Frieza and fight against him, but still lost his life in the ensuing destruction of planet Vegeta all those years ago. Bardock was the savior of Granolah. The very race that he's fighting so hard to eradicate. One Saiyan was the one who actually saved him when he... Wow. So many things happened in this whole volume. I can't wait to read the next series of chapters because this is officially my last physical volume reading. So tomorrow we're going to be able to read the actual chapters themselves on Viz. But wow, Bardock was the one who saved Granolah. And yet Granolah has been fed a lie that the Saiyans were the cause of all of his woes. Yet one Saiyan, possibly the most well-known Saiyan outside of Vegeta and Goku, was the one who saved him. I didn't think we were going to get Bardock's name at any point in the story. Because Goku doesn't know who his dad is. He probably forgot about it, but Vegeta knows the name of Bardock. He knows because it gets his attention, but it gets confusion by Goku. Wow. Oh boy, I can't wait. I can't wait to read the next series of chapters tomorrow. I gotta know more. And since I won't be reading through a physical volume, if some crazy stuff happens on new pages, y'all expect for me to jump up out of my chair. Okay, let me not keep you here any longer than I already have. Thank you, everybody, for showing up for this live reading of Dragon Ball Super. What? Bardock. Really? We're getting Bardock. And how important Bardock is to this Dragon Ball story. Wow. This is great. Oh, this is such a good day. But I'm done for the day, ladies and gentlemen. Because I got to process this. I also got to process some other stuff that I've been reading. I've been catching up to Chainsaw Man. No, I'm not reading the series on this channel, but I'm reading it on my own. And needless to say, my mind is not okay after reading some of these recent chapters. I'm currently on... Actually, you know what? Let me look. I'm currently on chapter 82 of Chainsaw Man. I'm not okay. There are things that have happened in Chainsaw Man that I am just not okay with, and I'm still trying to process, still trying to accept, but I am not okay after reading some of those chapters of Chainsaw Man. But I can't wait to read more Dragon Ball Super for all of you tomorrow. We're getting closer and closer to me being fully caught up with the series, and I'm looking forward to it. So to everyone here, from Abir to Snow to Psycho to literally everyone who's shown up today, thank you for the continued support of this channel. Really, this year has been absolutely amazing. From me doing this from the beginning of the year, leaving my previous job at Harris Teeter to do this full time, and have this be my full-time job, I just want to say it's been a complete blessing to do this for all of you, to giving you this content and entertaining you all whenever I do basically anything on this channel. I am nothing but appreciative for all of your support that you show towards this channel, because this channel is still growing. It is growing. I can't believe I can say that I'm in the ballpark of getting closer and closer to 4,000 subscribers. That's crazy to me. I just want to say thank you. Thank you for giving me the time of day, because it really does help. So to everyone here, all I can say at the end of the day is, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then like, subscribe, share this with everyone that you know, because the more the merrier on this channel. And maybe even consider becoming a member, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples. There's, oh my goodness, I'm happy. This is great. We're reading some good stuff on Dragon Ball. It's just a great day. It's just a great day.